You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. It's something on Twitter, The Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you in the Let's Play episode of NeveN, Akhet's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up and let's go. Alright, and I intend to show it to them. So we find ourselves in a tunnel that leads directly into the arena itself. Oh god. Bless me, geez. We're waiting for the show to start. With us stands Clovis, the rooster, who had already made the announcements during the contest. Looks like he'll be announcing us too. So, do you two intend to surprise us like last time? I'm afraid there's no glass ceiling to shatter today. I'm joking, relax. The sound of trumpets suddenly resounds from the arena. Ah, our kings have arrived, a sign that it's time for me to make my entrance. Good luck, both of you, and step in shit. Thanks, and step in shit too. The rooster smiles at me before bolting towards the arena, while Akhet leans towards me. Why are you insulting each other? Oh, no, that's just an artist thing. It's considered bad luck to wish each other good luck, so... I didn't know. I'm not gonna lie, it's weird. Like most traditions, if you pay attention. Clovis's voice is then heard, resonating far louder than he could make it ring with his brand alone. I assume Tessel priests are nearby, carrying the sound as far as they can. Your Majesty Aeon, Your Majesty Lusk, Prince Maelbjorn, good people of Frostfang, it gives me great pleasure to announce the opening of the 5th festival in honor of our dear prince's birthday. Applause and shouts resound from the arena. Whatever he's doing, Clovis seems more than able to warm up the crowd. Once again this year, we'll have the opportunity to see powerful warriors clash, to test the accuracy of our archers and the strength and courage of our men. However, this time there will be a new show. Our beloved kings have decided to revive the tradition of the royal bard, and not one but two of them have been chosen for their talents. And what better way to start this festival than with music? So, it is with the greatest pleasure that I introduce our bards, Ellois of Skarna, bearer of the brand of NeveN, and his musician, Akhet. Oh god, one second, y'all, I'm just, Oh, someone's got my allergies going. Okay, another round of applause rumbles through the stands as I take one last look at Akhet. He takes a deep breath before nodding, and we both head for the arena. I have to admit, I am a bit nervous. The crowd here is probably even bigger than the one at the contest. This is the biggest audience I've ever had. I can't afford to screw this up, for me as well as for Akhet. I'm briefly blinded as we emerge from the tunnels onto the sandy field. That doesn't stop me, however, from hearing the crowd howling and cheering, much louder than I perceived before. I'm wondering why everything's dark? Why is there nothing on screen? That's weird. Once I'm able to see again, I take a few seconds to observe the surrounding arena. Oh. Spoke too soon. I'm surrounded by a huge stone wall that forms a large circle around a sand-covered ring. There are several other tunnel entrances similar to one Akhet and I came out of. On the walls, the banners of Frostfang, of the kings, as well as several noble houses float thanks to a light wind. Below them are stationed priests who, I assume, bear the brand of Tessel to amplify the sounds. Above are the stands, filled to the brim. Hundreds and hundreds of antherkins have come to enjoy the show, and across from me is the space reserved for the court. The stand is closer to the ground to better see what's going on there, and also much less crowded. In the center, seated on huge thrones, I can see the members of the royal family, flanked by 2 guards, and oddly, I don't see Gilliant among them. Come on, Eloise, you're not here to enjoy the show, you're here to be the show. I plaster my best smile on my face before heading toward the center of the arena in order to join Clovis there. As I approach, I'm pleased to see that the 3 planks I'd asked for are there, lying on their side. Without them, the rest of the show would have been complicated to set up. When I reach the rooster, he gives me a nod before stepping back to make room for me. Perfect, Eloise. Time to show them what you can do. Frostians, King Aeon, King Lusk, and of course dear Prince Maelbjorn. It's hard for me to say how honored I am to be here to celebrate the 24th birthday of the heir to the throne. I bow in the direction of the royal family, with Akhet doing the same beside me. We live in a land rich in stories, myths, and legends. Our heroes are mighty warriors, skilled both with their brands and their weapons. And I have no doubt that one day our prince will join them, as his fathers did before him, and what a pleasure it will be to sing his story. But he's still young, and his legend isn't yet written. Perhaps we can inspire him by recounting the story of one of his ancestors, one of Frostfang's greatest heroes who made history and did so without ever using his brand. I don't know if he's really Maelbjorn's ancestor. It's practically impossible to determine, but it doesn't matter. Linking his name to that of a hero could only improve his reputation, especially if, like him, the hero is not known for his powers. I nod briefly to Akhet, who begins plucking the strings of his lute as I prepare to sing. Oh, that's good. Adjo Hirosen was a fierce bear soldier. I had to sing this, oh my god. And with one of his glances your life was over. But what made him a formidable fighter is the fact that in his time none was brighter. The legend of Agil is that of our land. It's the story of a warrior without a brand. The legend of Agil is that of our country, and through cleverness would forever remain free. When the Stag tribe and the Bear clan went to war, Agil hunted animals and spread all their gore. The horned beasts thought they belonged to their own kind, and ran away, doubt and fear filling their mind. Agil Hirosen was a fierce bear soldier, and with one of his glances your life was over. But what made him a formidable fighter is the fact that in his time none was the brighter. The stags were defeated by this simple trick, for the bear's cunning plan was extremely slick. Thus Agil single-handedly won the day as he captured the stag's chief and made him pay. Trying to match the tempo as best I can. I stop in order to let Akhet shine. The solo doesn't exist in the original song, but I didn't feel like taking all the glory. What's more, it gives me a bit of time to prepare my demonstration and observe the public's reaction. I obviously don't expect to see them dancing. It's not exactly that kind of song, but most seem at least interested, even captivated by what's going on. Perfect. What happens next will surely surprise them. I walk over to the planks lying on the sand and pick them up, tucking them under my arm before turning back to Akhet. Okay, let's breathe. I don't really have the right to make mistakes. Once I get started, I'll have about 40 seconds at most before my brand renders me absolutely unable to sing. I took the time to awaken it when I was singing the first part, and now Akhet is coming to the end of his solo. But I still have one more verse to finish. I pick up one of his planks and hold it upright in the air, at belly level. Then I focus on it and I freeze it before letting go. The board stays there, suspended in the air. I hear a few noises coming from the crowd. They're probably starting to notice what's going on, but I don't have time to pay attention. Every second that passes is a second lost. And now begins the part I like the least. After taking a deep breath, I pull myself up onto the board, finding myself standing on a piece of wood floating in the air. I do it again, the second, and then the third, gradually forming a staircase in the middle of nowhere as I pull myself up to the highest point. Do not look down. Ignore the fact that you're standing more than 2 meters high. Ignore the surrounding emptiness. Look at the royal family, and especially don't think of how terrified you are by it all. Once firmly in position, I wait for the last notes of Akhet's solo before starting to sing again, suspended in the air. Agil the clever, as he's known among the bears, had no equal among his peers, nor his heirs. Legend has it that he died roaring loud and proud, unleashing an avalanche through an army it plowed. Agil Hirosen was a fierce bear soldier, and with one of his glances your life was over. But what made him a formidable fighter is the fact that in his time none was the brighter. I can feel that my voice on the last words wasn't perfect. The fatigue is starting to show. However, I remain in this position for a few seconds to signal my effort. And finally, I bend my knees slightly and then make my brand dormant. The planks beneath me falls, and I drop with it, cushioning my fall with a roll, at the end of which I find myself with one knee to the ground, head bowed, saluting the royal family. There's a moment of silence during which the only thing I can hear is my own panting breath, exhausted by what just happened. And then a roar seems to come from the stands. I hear the crowd clapping and shouting. Looks like they've enjoyed the show. An immense sense of pride washes over me, and I feel my heart racing like never before. I finally feel I've earned my place. I've been able to satisfy the Frostians. I deserve to be a royal bard. While flashing a huge smile, I turn to Akhet and see that he's just as beaming as I am. I have to make tremendous efforts to stop myself from running to take him in my arms, but this isn't really the time or place for that. I get to my feet and Clovis joins us again, obviously delighted with our performance too. Well, there's no denying that you two are something. Impressive. Your little trick with the planks. Thanks, and I've barely mastered my brand, so who knows what I'll be able to do next. I can't wait to see it, and what a fantastic musician. Incredible mastery of your brand. Oh, thank you. Akhet smiles at me again. I know he's not used to this kind of congratulations. After a final salute towards the crowd, we both head off into the tunnels. Now we're supposed to join the court in the stands to witness the rest of the festivities. However, before I head upstairs to join the nobility, I intend to spend some time with Akhet. After what we've just done, we deserve it. Once we're alone in one of the underground rooms, I give him a big smile before doing what I've been meaning to do for a while. Hug him. Eloise, what are you doing? I'm so happy. We were a hit out there. Yeah, they loved us. I burst out laughing as I spin around, still carrying the bird in my arms. He finally joins me in laughing before coming to rest his beak against my muzzle, sharing with me that strange form of kiss he taught me. They really looked like they were enjoying it. It feels good to be able to play and know that people like what we do. Does it feel different from Akkad? You have no idea. Plus, now you've managed to prove that everyone that you didn't win the contest just because of your brand, right? That's true, but I'm not the only one who's won. It's a team effort. I gently caress his talon before intertwining our hands. I could never have done any of this without you. And I wouldn't have gotten here without you. I almost feel my heart explode at Akhet's smile. We'd better hurry. We're expected upstairs after all. You're right. I squeeze his hand and start to move forward when he slowly pulls free. Go on without me. This outfit is lovely, but it wasn't really designed to be worn with feathers. Oh, is it unpleasant? I can stand it, but I'd rather put my clothes back on. You don't have to wait for me. Just go. See you upstairs. I rub my muzzle against his beak again, before bolting through the tunnels to reach the royal stage, where I have my seat. As I climb the stairs from the stands to my seat, I can still hear Clovis announcing the rest of the festivities. After this demonstration of our arts and culture, let's get back to what we Frostians do best: fighting! As you know, this festival usually consists of a tournament. In recent years, however, we've noticed that the finalists are always the same two fighters. Our kings, in their wisdom, have therefore decided to ask them not to participate this year in order to give everyone a chance. Disappointed noises can be heard from the crowd. I know. However, they want to deprive you of this show, so they've asked these warriors to present an exhibition fight before the tournament begins. Alright, y'all. I'm going to pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!